accurate. Most of these myths are created by people afraid of death, aren't they? Don't know what to make of death. And most of these stories we tell ourselves, even the religious ones we have, and most of the religions we know, are just to comfort people because they're afraid of death. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be afraid of death, but almost everything ultimately, as the train gets closer, has to do with being afraid of death. Alexander the Great apparently said it when he was 30 years old, so he seems to have known. So, I don't know. In any case, mutilating people's bodies had to do with fear of death, you see. You see the circular logic there? I hope you see. So this is late 1868, 69, when they had a gold rush in the Black Hills. And the Indians were not happy about that. Now, Black Elk is still fairly young, so he's not really aware of what the significance of these things are. Once we were happy in our own country, and we were seldom hungry, and for them the two-leggeds and the four-leggeds lived together like relatives, and there was plenty for them and for us. This is pretty elegant prose here, and it's hard to say. You think Black Elk spoke like this, or Neihardt cleaned him up? Neihardt cleaned him up? Yeah, I'm of the opinion Neihardt was a good scriptwriter and cleaned him up. But still, I'm sure basically he did speak like this. But the Wasichus came, and they have made little islands for us, and other little islands for the four-legged. And always these islands are becoming smaller, for around them surges the gnawing flood of the Wasichus. And it is dirty with lies and greed. What's he saying? What's that about? What are the little islands that he's made for us? Reservations. And what are the little islands he's made for the four-leggeds? National parks. National parks. National parks. But still there's greed. And my father once told me that his father told him that once a Lakota holy man called Drinks Water dreamed about what was coming, and this was long before. Lakota is what? We get the word what from that, Lakota? A mispronunciation moved into Dakota. Our Dakotas are the Lakotas. And who are the Lakotas? One of the Sioux Nation, as I said, several groups of Sioux tribes within the Sioux Nation. I think the major tribe were the Lakotas. I can't name you all the different Sioux groups. And he dreamed that the four-legged were going to go back to the earth. And a strange leg and a race had woven a spider's web all around the Lakotas. And he said, when this happens, you will live in little square gray houses, which is the kind of house that Neihardt comes to visit Black Elk in on the res. And beside the square gray houses, you will starve. So Black Elk's dad already told them that. It had been a vision. They're very into visions. And Black Elk's dad told him that it was sorrow that killed his grandfather, whoever had this vision. And now you look out, Neihardt. Black Elk speaking to Neihardt. And you see when he met these dirty roof houses that we're living in here now, you see he saw it all coming. And all the rest was true too. Sometimes dreams are wiser than waking, Black Elk says. Okay, so they came up the Powder River, and my people meant to have their road and take our country and kill us all when they were strong enough. Meant to take my people's land, that is. And made logs on the piney fork that they built the fort. Crazy Horse was about 19 years old then, and Red Cloud was still our great chief in the moon of the changing seasons. And the scattering band of Lakota had a big council on the Powder River. And Fire Thunder was there, so now he gets Fire Thunder, another Indian associate of Black Elk tells Neihardt some more stories here. But I don't know exactly what's going on here, but there's a big powwow going on, how to deal with the whites, the incursion of the whites, right after the Civil War, it's growing in numbers. Who's Red Cloud? Red Cloud was another of the Lakota Sioux chiefs who was probably the highest one, the most highly thought of one. And he realized the situation, and he really wanted to